What is up, everybody? It's your boy Young Fizz, aka Mr. Dope Status on Instagram, and welcome back to another video. If it's your first time here, welcome aboard. I make machine videos and other audio related content such as this video here. Today we got some breaking news because we're going to be talking about an audio company that has changed the game, and we don't know if it's going to be a good thing. We don't know if it's going to be a bad thing, but that's exactly what I'm here to discuss today. And the company I'm talking about is none other than Waves Audio. If you're not sure who Waves Audio is probably the leading, I would say, most trusted company throughout the audio world, and they're known for making plugins that sound amazing. And they have just a ton of them. It's like my personal go-to plugins. I've been using them for years, and they have moved their whole plugin business model over to a subscription-based model. Now, what does this mean for creators and engineers, artists, producers, etc.? Well, it depends. It depends what you really do. If you own their plugins already, if you don't own their plugins, for people moving forward, what does this mean? Well, like I said, I've been using Waves plugins forever, and I personally own a few of them. And right now, from what I can tell, nothing's going to be affected. You pay your money and you can still use your plugins, and that's cool. But what about the people going forward as of March 26th? Well, they're going to be basically, they have no other choice than to enroll in the subscription-based program. And basically, you're going to be getting a lot of plugins for a price every month. And let's go ahead and take a look at those plugins right now, actually. So it says Waves Creative Access. Create with total freedom. The world's largest catalog of industry-leading plugins plus powerful AI mixing tools, all at your fingertips. So here is the prices for the Wave subscription. So every month, $15. And you get 110 industry-leading plugins, all plugins updates included, select new plugins added, includes Studioverse, thousands of mix chains with instant AI search, and then it looks like you got some splice stuff. You can cancel at any time, and then you can click Explore Essential and see exactly what you are getting. So I'm assuming you're going to have all your basic plugins, your compressors, your voice, the noise suppressors. Let's just take a look just for the fun of it. It says you're getting 112 plugins, and you can see all the plugins that you're getting here. The CLA vocals. I use, a pretty good chunk of these plugins. You have the doubler. That's a good plugin. You're getting a lot of plugins. You have your H delay, H comp. Some of these things I just never used before, like the IR-L convolution reverb. I've never used that. But you're getting a lot of stuff. Over 100, or at least 112 from what we can see. And these are probably the go-to plugins. So for $14.99 a month, one might say it's definitely worth it. Well, the question is, and the problem becomes, what happens if you already own half of these plugins? Well, the good news is that you're still going to be able to use them. But what if they release a new plugin? It's like you're almost double paying for that plugin. And I think that's where a few people have an issue, is double paying for something that they already have. Maybe they've bought different bundles throughout the years. And so now it's like they have to go back and pay just for that one or two plugins that they don't have. And so it becomes kind of confusing. But far as the person that's brand new to the audio world, maybe they're just starting this year, about to start next month, they can simply buy right into the subscription. They pay their $14.99 a month, and then they are all good. So let me just go back here. Let's see here. So let's just say, for example, that they want to do an annually subscription for the Essential. So now you're paying $150 a year. And to me, that's pretty decent from what you just saw, what you just get. $150 a year for the go-to plugins, the plugins you're most likely to use. It seems kind of fair. Can we get a discount? I'd rather see a discount, maybe, $99 a year, I think would have been a better price. But hey, I guess they just want that extra little cash that they can get. So now you're looking at Waves Ultimate, right? And they're charging $249 a year, so basically $250 a year, and you're getting a lot from them as well. So let's go ahead and do Explore Ultimate and see exactly what you're getting here. So let's go ahead and see here what that says. You can start annually $24.99 a month. And let's go ahead and explore the 226 plugins included. Abbey Road's Chambers. I'm not going to go through and read them all. I'm just going to go ahead and pick out some that I want to read off this list here. You have your Aphex Vintage Oral Exciter. You have the API stuff. Let's see everything that is included in this whole subscription here. Now, these are some of my favorite plugins is the API stuff. The multi-band compressor. Let's go ahead and keep scrolling here to see what else we're getting. The CLA mix down, getting your LA2A Vocal Clarity, Vocal Pro. Now, this was a $249 program or just a plugin to begin with. So, I mean, already you're kind of looking at like this is a great deal considering that price. So you're pretty much getting all this, $250 a year. So my thing is, who does this really affect? It affects the hobbyist person that's not really making money off of your artwork. So if you're just doing this for free and just doing it as a hobby, you're pretty much losing out. But for the average engineer and producer, you get a couple gigs, it's like you're already covering the cost of, the subscription. So basically, if you're an engineer, let's just say you get, $300 at the lowest end for your gig. You're basically covering the cost. Just doing one gig, you're already covering the cost of the subscription. Dang, you even get the VEQ3, VEQ4. So I mean, they're giving everything to you here. You got the meters, the waves, real time. You're pretty much getting everything. So for me, someone like me that uses a lot of these plugins, this might be the better deal. But as far as, like I said, the hobbyists, the people that are not making any money, it's going to be an issue. And that's really the question that I have is for the people that are really, for lack of better words, complaining about their pricing and complaining about, oh, they're saying, bye, I'm leaving Waves. Are you guys actually making money off your craft? Because that's where the problem comes in. If you're not making money, it's like, oh my God, this is so much. Because the way I look at it now is like, they're trying to, I don't want to say keep you in their ecosystem, but it's like they're almost like asking for a royalty off your album sales. So basically, if you're the independent creator, you're making money after your album sales. It's almost like a royalty because it's like every year you have to pay this amount to, to use their service, their products, their plugins. So again, you have the monthly versus annual. Either pay the $14.99 or the $24.99 a month. You have the $150 versus the $250. I'm just rounding up here. And you're saving roughly about $120 between the both of them, between the Waves Essential and the Waves Ultimate. So I just really want to know what you guys think. Just drop a comment below. I really want to know and get this conversation started. I just want to hear people's opinions, what they think. If you are a Waves user, how long have you been using Waves? Are you going to continue using Waves? Do you think this is actually a good deal? Because like I said, the internet is really torn right now. You have some people saying that they're done. And they're not the first people to ever, do something like this. You had another company by the name of Avid Pro Tools, which did something similar a few years ago. And they had a lot of backlash from it. And what happened was they ended up going back to, they had a perpetual plan, meaning that they paid so much money every year to upgrade if you chose to, but you can still buy it outright. But the prices were outrageous. Or you can, have the subscription plan and, pay so much money to use the software every year. But from what I'm seeing is with these subscription plans, a lot of companies, not the companies, but a lot of people are saying no to these subscription plans. They have, I don't want to say an old school mindset, but back in the day, kind of like how I grew up, is I would buy something and I would own it. And then I don't know what it was. It's like, because we've come to this mindset where renting and, having these subscriptions is not good. You want to be able to buy it and own it. And every day technology is getting better. So it's like, if they're willing to, have us pay a fee and upgrade our plugins for us without us having to do anything, then to me, it's like you're getting a deal. Because before, it's like I would buy a computer, right? Maybe let's say I bought a computer in 2011. 2 years later, the plugins have to update. Well, about time everything I try to update, some stuff may not be compatible. So I say, you know what, let me keep this computer. And I run into a lot of issues. But if Waves is willing to charge us a monthly fee and upgrade everything for us automatically without having us do anything, we can pretty much keep everything up to speed. And so what I'm saying from this standpoint is almost worth it. The pricing to me is just a little bit on the higher end side, which is not a bad thing. It's like, go ahead, get your money. But everybody is starting to do subscription based, which is like, it's like you got to make your decision. Like, do I want to use these people? Do I want to use those people? Because let's just say, for example, what if all I did was just, audio cleanup? Then it's like I'm paying $14.99 a month just to use, like an NS1 or the Clarity plugin, whatever plugin that you decide to use. It's like that's what you're using, and you got to pay $14. But if I'm making money off of it, then why not? Then it's to me, it's worth it. But see, the name of the game is that you have to be making money off your craft, and so it's gonna be interesting to see, what happens to Waves over the next, 6 months to the year, and the year after that. Music is more accessible than ever before. And I think it really puts power in the creator's hands to do a lot more. So again, I'm just kind of interested to see what you guys' thoughts are. Leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribed to my video. I'm going to be making a lot more content, a lot more tutorials for Machine. And my course is still for sale. If you guys ever need any mixing, mastering, hit me up, fizzent.com. It's your boy, Young Fizz, aka Mr. Dope Status on Instagram. And we will see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and we are out.